Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Garage. Today we're going to be working on the spoiler for this Mitsubishi Galant VR4. So when I originally got it, it had these spacers attached in between the actual mount to the hood, mount to the trunk, and to the actual spoiler, or the wing itself. They're kind of janky, they're like homemade plates that someone had just as risers. But what I'm going to be doing with them is going to be cutting them out, giving them some lightning cuts, and on top of that we're going to be sanding them down, cleaning them up, and etching it with our self-etching primer, putting on that, and then after that we're going to be spray painting them matte black so they match with everything else and all the hardware, and it should look pretty good. I'll be throwing in some pictures of before and then some pictures after. After we finish that, we're going to be refinishing the carbon fiber. So I got a bunch of sandpaper, various grits. We're going to be going from I think about 800 up to maybe a couple thousand, maybe. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. We're going to sand it down very, very well, and then we're going to apply some really good clear coat in a lot of it. So hopefully it doesn't have some issues like this again. But we're going to hopefully make it look really awesome, really great. Stick around, stay tuned, and watch me fail, watch me succeed. Alright, I am back. Excuse the potential puppy noises that you're going to hear. Oh, shush you. He's going to be spectating while I get some work done. Went through, it took a couple of angle grinder blades to cut these out. Shush, 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 shush. Took a couple of blades to finally cut these things out, but I did get them cut out. I had them sandwiched together with the bolts and basically cut out one pattern, and it's done. I cleaned up the inside so it's smooth right now with a Dremel piece, and now we're going to be sanding down the surface and then cleaning it up, giving it a self-etching primer, and then from there, once they all dry out and they're all good to go, clean it up a little bit, and then it'll be on to some matte paint, some black paint so it'll match everything else. Let's get on with it. Alright, so we're back. We did the rest of the coats of primer. Got 2 coats of primer both sides. And I went through, did 1 coat of black paint. This one has 2 coats. In a little bit I'm going to flip them over, get the final coat on, and then we'll be all done with those, let them dry cure for 24 hours. Also took the spoiler off of the Galant, took it outside, sanded it down with 800, 1000 grit, 1200, 1500, 2000, and then 3000. Right now it's sitting behind the camera. It's looking pretty good. It's all fogged up. Looks real nice, super smooth. What I need to do next with that is get it cleaned off completely, get it set up in an area, and then start clear coating. From there, we're going to have a completed spoiler area. The last thing I really need to do is get the trunk removed and repaired, because there's some holes in there that I gotta get taken care of, but let's get on with the spray painting. Hey, lots of updates. So that spoiler sat for about a week and just took it out yesterday. Went to go try and buff it out, and I destroyed the finish. The mechanical buffer, the little bzzz gun, apparently it spun it so fast that it burnt through or melted the finish. So I had to go in and resand everything back down. I actually had to go to 400 grit and work my way all the way up to 2500, which was exhausting. After finishing that, I had it all set. I was ready to go. Went to go clean off the finish, and I was about to put down some spray. And then I did a little bit of what the hell was it? I think they wanted to use isopropyl alcohol, like just a little bit, just to wipe off whatever residue was left on there, and that completely destroyed it. It chewed through the stuff that was on there and basically ruined it. So I had to go back again for a third time, sand down to 400 grit, and bring it all the way back up to 2500. I did not use any isopropyl alcohol this time at all. Didn't touch it, didn't go near it, didn't even look at it. And then I ended up going in and throwing down some clear coat, and did a really, I think, a better job at clear coating than the first time. The last coat, I did 3 coats in total. The last coat came out really well. I'll show you some video of it and stuff, but we're gonna put the spoiler back onto the car and then throw some new wax on it, which I got in here, I think. Yeah. Or sorry, new finish. Gonna throw some of this stuff on it just to protect it a little bit, and we'll see how it looks. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so the spoiler project is complete. It was a lot more work than I thought it'd be. I had to redo it multiple times to get it really where it needed to be. That first spray, there was definitely some running in the clear coat that I had, and there were some spots that were not as even for the coats, and I learned a lot with that. It takes a bit of practice before you really can get it right, and honestly it takes the right conditions as well. So like when I was spraying, there were certain ways that if you look into the light or look not into the light or look into the shadows, you can kind of see where you sprayed, where you didn't spray. That way you can get a better coat. I didn't know that before, so that was something new that I learned. If you don't have an eye for it, you're going to have a really tough time with having an even coat. So food for knowledge. Outside of that, this thing was a bear. Putting the alcohol or whatever on to clean up and kind of get away the rest of the small debris and everything. Not the best move. When I first initially did it for that first coat, it worked fine. It worked like a champ. But the second time I used it, it just ate through layers of the clear that was still on there, which was a huge setback. Very demoralizing. But that is something I learned as well. It looks great. Another thing I learned is when you go to polish, you got to make sure that that layer of clear is able to handle it. I mean, with the pad that I had, it was a like non-abrasive pad for buffing out, and it just did not like it. It burned right through, it melted through the layer of clear, and it destroyed it again. So that was a huge setback, but I learned, and from having just done the last layer of clear, given it 24 hours to fully cure, throwing on the new finish that I have, and just calling it a day, I'm happy with that level. I think it looks great. It looks so much better than it did before, and I mean so much better. Like, no sun fade, it just looks great. Very pleased with it. I think that's all I got. It was a good project. I feel like an entry level like myself can really handle this and do it justice. You just might have to do it 1 or 2 or maybe 3 times to get it where it needs to be. As far as professional level, it does not look 100% professional. It's just, it looks DIY good, and I'm happy with that. But as always, learn something new. Have a good one. See y'all in the next video.